believe this is the true and living God. This is his word. You know why I know? Because it's better than 1,000. You look at all them other holy books, man. The stuff they talking about done just ain't came to pass, did it? It failed. Listen to these so-called bookstore prophets, Notre Dame and all them. They prophecy came to naught. Everything that the Lord is talking about is coming to pass right before our eyes. It's better than 1,000, man. And I got to believe he's going to keep it up. Because God, he's perfect. And his word is too. Let's go a little further. Let's skip on down to verse 9 and read.
The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way.
You know, and you can't be all scornful. You got to be meek. That's when the Lord starts showing you things. I ain't never seen the Lord show a mean brother something. Know them brothers that just mean. Walk down the street with his back all hunched up. Like he want to beat somebody up. Mean brother. The Lord look over the meek. Go ahead and read.
All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimonies.
You want the Lord to have mercy on you and truth, you got to walk in this covenant, man. It all centers around walking in his word. That is what it's all about. Go ahead and read.
For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon mine iniquity, for it is great.
And we all done hear some great sins. All of us. Go ahead and read.
What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose.
See, there it goes back to that fear again, isn't it? You want to learn about God and you want the Lord to teach you, you have to go back to fearing him. Because when you fear him, you will do what he says. It's that simple. See how the Lord is saying the same thing over and over and over. You're not even going to hear him say anything about fear tomorrow. All you're going to hear is say, God loves you. And I always say, if he loves you so much, why he going to throw you in the fire if you ain't doing what he say? I done heard of tough love, but that's ridiculous. Keep reading.
His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth.
Go ahead.
The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him.
Who? You mean the secret of the Lord is given to those that fear him. That is why when the Lord starts giving you understanding, when you fear him, he starts showing you his plan. Go ahead and read.
And he will show them his covenant.
And he will even show you his covenant. You know what I mean? Because, most people, they ain't keeping the Lord's covenant, they ain't walking in his word, and they always talking about praying to the Lord to give them some understanding. Man, the Lord don't hear you. Because, I know you don't hear you. Because when I mention the law to you, you say we don't have to do this. My pastor said I don't have to keep the law. The Lord done away with. Well, we just going to read some Bible from the old and the new. And hear the seed of the Lord hear you when you turn your ear from the law. Let's go to Proverbs 28. No, you know what? Let's go to Matthew the 13th chapter. I want to go somewhere else first. Matthew 13. Because the Lord want to convert you. But the only way you're going to get converted is by his word. You ain't going to pop up out of no sleep thinking you be converted. Matthew 13, and we're going to pick it up at verse 10. Because the disciples here wanted to know why the master was talking in parable to the people. And he's going to let them know. Because a lot of times people think you talking in parables when you bring this word. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reason for that. Matthew 13, and we're going to pick it up at verse 10. Matthew 13 and 10. 13 and 10. Go ahead and read.
And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
And he's going to tell you why it's not given to them. Just like it is given to you to know the mystery of the kingdom. Why is it given to you? Because you keep the word of God, man. It's given to you. It's yours. Go ahead and read.
For whosoever hath, to him shall be given.
Go ahead.
And he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he had.
Go see that. That's why the Lord, he give you this word, and if you do this thing, he give you some more. But if he give you this word and you just decide you don't want to do it, he take it away. Just look at some of them brothers that's been in the word of God. You done seen them. They done had this. I used to sit down and watch the brothers. I said, man, I wish I could have some of that knowledge. I look at them today, they way out there. Because they stopped keeping the commandments of God, and the Lord, he took it away. That's what he do. Go ahead and read. Go ahead.
Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Because sometimes you can bring this word and put it right in front of people. I'm talking about you read it verbatim, and they still don't understand. You say, man, you can't see this? You have to be Stevie Wonder not to see that. But they can't understand it. Go ahead and read.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing they shall hear and shall not understand.
Because you just, hey, man, the Lord said keep the Sabbath day, man. There's a sign between you and him. Hey, man, you got to do this. Well, I don't see that. Well, it's saying it right here, man. Go ahead and read.
By hearing you shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing you shall see and shall not perceive.
Because the Lord show you all these tsunamis and earthquakes, and you show them in the word of God where the Lord said this was going to happen. They still can't understand. Happened right before, but they can't understand that. Go ahead and read.
For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing.
These people don't want to hear the truth. None of these people want to hear the word of God. Go ahead and read.
And their eyes they have closed.
Who closed their eyes? They closed their own eyes. They have turned away from the word of God. Go ahead and read.
Lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears.
Go ahead.
And should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them.
All they have to do is start walking in the commandments of God, and he'll convert them and he'll heal them. He'll take that sickness off them. He'll take those blindfolds off them. But you got to hear, and you have to apply it. He'll make you understand it. Then he will convert you, and then he'll heal you. But you got what converts you into the law of God. That's what's going to convert you. I know that's what happened to me. I know that's what happened to this brother, and I truly believe that's what happened to y'all. You didn't get converted until you start walking into some kind of divine order that the Lord had given you. Some of us ain't where others are at, but hey, you on your way. Keep coming. Let's go a little further. Because people praying, talking about the Lord hear me. Man, if you ain't keeping God's commandment, the Lord ain't hearing you, man. You might be getting by, but you ain't getting nowhere, man. Lord got in his word. Let's go to Proverbs 28 chapter 9. People talking about you don't have to keep no law. Didn't have nerve enough to talk about you, saying you done lost your mind. Those things are too hard to keep. Well, you think the Lord, what kind of God gonna give you something that's too hard to do? What's so hard about not lying? You understand what I'm saying? What's so hard about me not going in some other brother's house, laying with his wife, or vice versa, some sister going with somebody's husband? What's hard about that? It's not hard. Got to keep yourself under subjection. Got to do what the Lord say do. We're going to Proverbs 28, and we're going to pick it up at verse 4. Proverbs 28 and verse 4. 28 and 4. When you get there, brother, go ahead and read.
They that forsake the law praise the wicked.
When you forsake in other words, when you don't keep the law, you praising the wicked. Go ahead and read.
But such as keep the law contend with them.
And when you keep the law, you tell a brother straight up, hey, man, you wrong. You can't do that, man. That is against God. Go ahead and read.
Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
See, evil man, what is evil? Those that don't keep the law of God. But the ones that seeking God are those that are keeping the law of God, right? And what it say? They understand all things. That is why I tell brothers and sisters, you just hang on here. Keep doing what the Lord say. He's going to open your understanding even more. Because the harvest is great, sisters and brothers, but the laborers are few. And the Lord wants some dedicated brothers and sisters to get this word out there. Sometimes you don't, like I said earlier, you don't have to say nothing. All you got to do is live this thing. That's all you got to do. But skip on down to verse 9 and read.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
The ones that turn their way from even hearing this thing, go ahead and read.
Even his prayer shall be an abomination.
You know what abominable is? Abomination is? Lord ain't hearing it. It's an abomination. It is foul. Amen. So when you turn your ear away from keeping the law,